lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters. This ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight. I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south by my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the...
Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the New York Giants and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First play, first pass for Brady. That's complete to Tony. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Regular. Back it, reload.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. He completes it to Evans. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, the decision paid off indeed. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Kadarius Toney, 47 yards. And the Bucs will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
2nd down. Here's Barkley again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guy's playing it, but really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Oh, the man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Barkley inside handoff. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Young, left side here, that's complete to Godwin. Touchdown, Giants! Chris Godwin, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point try, good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Hey, check it.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. They're going to look to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's got room. Shreds him with a stiff arm. 74 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, with Saquon Barkley, you often think of the elusiveness, the quickness, but he can definitely run with purpose as well, and he's able to shed a tackler there and continue on.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll go to Barkley again. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Brate. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Brady now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 15.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing. They're in an...
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Giants. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
This fielded right at the goal line. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And finally stopped, but what a return all the way down to the 40.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Brady. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants are going to have it here just past the 25. And, Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 84 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
1st and 10, Young. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Well, let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you, and that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air once more, Young. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And some room to work. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space.
And he fires one that's intercepted. There he goes, left side. The 20. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive, because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side,
plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself now so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Young off the play fake. Throw left side complete. That's Connor. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Well, Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
106 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Again, it's Barkley. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Young on 3rd and 2. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. He'll get it inside the 20. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The tackling in this game has not been good so far. We've seen our share of missed tackles. Case in point, that one right there. And that miss led to another big play. I don't know if it's effort, I don't know if it's technique, but they'll have to work on that in practice.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Out left and hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Barkley. will take it in for the Giants touchdown. So how about the season, Charles, that he continues to put together? That's now 25 rushing touchdowns on the year. That's getting into some very rarefied territory.
Yeah, it made you and I do a little extra homework prior to this one in anticipation, because that one moves him past John Riggins with 24. He draws even with Emmitt Smith at 25 in 1995. Next up, Priest Holmes and Sean Alexander with 27. And the guy on top, LT, LaDainian Tomlinson, the Hall of Famer, he had 28 in 2006.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Fournette running right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
50.
Brady now to throw. This is caught by Evans. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Brady's throw there complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Russell Gage. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Young to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Yeah, this will be a Giants 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. And now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the 2nd round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign a
touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Giants continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Well, just another reason to sell. Defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
A 1st down carry for Barkley, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eye.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Daniel Bellinger, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Giants have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Gano the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. Their front seven, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And this is caught by Evans. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 30. 10, 5, and in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Bucs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. And the Giants have got it. There he goes, right side. The 40. 20. 10. And he takes it all the way back. And this crowd can't believe what they're seeing. Things go wrong even after a touchdown in this one. Well, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown in protection and led to the block.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he's got some space here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 169 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he's got it down to the 28.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Gano now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that? Being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.